Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
So I went and saw the new Grinch movie yesterday with my daughter,
Okay.
and I thought of you the whole time.
So, I was thinking about this because we talked about it at the company meeting at the fire station yesterday. I'm not all that bad of a person because every single year I have to participate in what's called Santa runs at the fire station, where Santa straps to the back of our old school fire engine, and we go around and he waves to the kids and we hand out candy, and I usually either like drive the engine or drive the ambulance now for that, so I participate. I ain't like, I let people believe what they wants to believe, but I just know it's all, you know what it is. Was it good?
I liked it. I mean, the story isn't real. They didn't the story didn't really change. It's still the same story.
I saw people were getting very upset with their like merchandising for it, only because it's like they had like a link to some of the products. It was like some Reddit post I had seen, and it was like your typical stupid like gift memes that they would put on like a coffee mug, and it was like the Grinch with the sad face saying, "Don't talk to me until I get my morning coffee," or something like that. Like really stupid, but there was
what's wrong with that?
Well, there's a whole Reddit post on like how upset people were about.
Why were they upset? What were they upset about?
Like, so terrible, or they were so sick of it, or something. I don't quite remember.
You did not tell this story very well.
So anyway, and then the one guy was saying how the Grinch murdered his mother, and there's no boats left. That's sad. I'm in the nether, by the way. I'm gonna go.
I mean, I think I liked this particular Grinch the most out of all of the ones I've seen.
You dislike or like?
Liked.
Okay.
They like added some, characters that weren't in the previous. Like he's got like in town, there's a guy that thinks they're best friends. And like he had to he goes into town to go like grocery shopping one day. Grinch does like just some little added things that didn't really exist in the other Grinch movies. So yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed it. My daughter enjoyed it. We're gonna see Nutcracker tomorrow,
and that's really what it's all about. Is Nutcracker new? Is there a new version?
Yeah. There's a new Nutcracker too. Disney racking it up this holiday season. Both of them are Disney movies.
Man, I just remembered that D-Rocks is awesome. And
Just remembered.
I went down the second hallway. I'm trying to remember, how do we get to the place to repair picks? It was second hallway, turn right?
Yeah, second hallway, go all the way down until you see the sign that says Gold Farm, basically.
Okay. Gotta get back down there. So, I'll tell you, we went to... You've never been to this restaurant when you were out in DC. You'd like it too, I think. You like ramen?
Yeah. Ramen's great.
There's this place called Toki Underground that's around the corner from us. It's a really good ramen place. And one of the problems with it is it's very small. So think it was like basically built in a row house. So just like my house, but it's just the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the size of the
There's a lot of restaurants like that in DC.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of them. But we were there because my wife had a bunch of work people that were in town, and she wanted to do like a dinner, and then they had to do some like work thing. And she said that there was this dinner tonight, and she was wanted us to all go to Toki Underground. And I was like, okay, that sounds good. I love that place. And as like 4, 5, and 6 people showed up to my house so we could walk there because it's walking distance, I was like, this place is, not really accommodating of this big of a group of people. The biggest table they have there is not even a table, it's the bar, and it only seats 6 people.
Oh, wow.
So I thought that was going to be an issue, and of course it turned into a small issue, but luckily it's like a rainy, nasty day in DC right now, so there wasn't that many people out, but we did have to like split up, and then as people left, try to consolidate down all into the bar, and we had the baby with us, but that part turned out okay. It wasn't Sorry, I stopped talking because I'm trying to figure out if this switch was in the wrong.
It's got the sign that tells you.
The one I just turned. It just says, I see. Remember, turn the farm off. Oh, lefty. Okay, no, you're right. Okay. So while we were waiting though, because there was like, I guess in the front of the bars there's 6 spots, and then there's 2 spots on one side of it, like, you know, it's like at the angle of the bar, and so we sat across the bar, and 2 people had to sit across the restaurant, and it's like, you know, we could still like slap them because it's, you know, that small of a, you know, a restaurant. But
is that a common thing that you do when you're eating?
Yeah, I slap random people just to see what happens. But so they sat by us, and we're waiting for these 2 people that looked like they were about finishing their meal to leave. And so watch them finish their meal, watch them get the check, and we're like, sweet, we're about to like get everybody sitting together. And out of nowhere, they bring out some like dessert cookies to these people, and I'm like, okay, that's weird. Like, for one, whatever, if you're there eating, we're not like bothering you or whatever, but it was almost like these people clearly made it look like they were leaving because they knew we were waiting for their 2 seats. They like clearly made it look like they were leaving,
and they knew they had dessert cookies
and then
coming?
They had like this dessert coming, so it was like, okay, stop, wait, they finished their dessert thing finally. It didn't take them that long, but still, it's kind of weird. And then they got up, and we ended up getting their tables. So I was sitting at one end on like the left side, and next to one of my wife's work friends from a previous job that I've known for a long time, so we got out drinking and stuff. I was sitting next to him, and then it was the rest of the people that she currently works with and her down at the other end. And we finished our stuff, and then my son was sitting like next to me, like on my lap and stuff too. But we like are finishing up, and out of nowhere, this waiter comes over in between him and I and puts this tray, because I was getting ready to leave, and he puts this tray of dessert, and it was just like these 3 little cookies and a little glass of milk, and he goes like, here are some cookies for you gentlemen, enjoy. And he like walked away, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like, he's those people, like, this is like one of those things that they do at this place when you're done with your meal. You know, you get this random little dessert thing on your way out, essentially, to finish. Like, those guys weren't being dicks, you know, they were just, because that's the exact same thing that they had. So we're looking at each other, and we're like, oh, that's cool. And we're like, look, and there's 3 cookies, and he puts it between the 2 of us and tells us to enjoy. And we're like, it's kind of weird that there's 3 cookies on this, you know, tray. Why wouldn't they just either do 2 or 4, so, you know, you could have...
Is it one for Jack?
So I wasn't thinking that at the time, because I guess Jack was getting passed back and forth between me and the wife throughout like the whole time we were eating and all. So... one of these pics doesn't have mending on that I have with me.
Did the people in front of you order you guys dessert?
So, well, we're sitting there, so we start eating these cookies when they're really freaking hot, and we're trying to eat like a little corners of it because we're waiting for them to go deliver the cookies to the rest of the people. And then after a minute, we were like, was he giving this to us for our whole like crew? Because now there's 7 or 8 people here, and there's like 3 little cookies, and we're sitting there, so we're like, okay, like, let's just kind of wait for a minute and see what's going on. We're like nibbling on the corners of them and eating them, and they're really hot, so we gotta let them cool off anyway. And finally, we were just like, okay, there's enough. Like, we got to eat like one of these cookies. We kind of split, and like he's like, I'll just pass the tray down and let them have some. I guess either they're cooking a new batch, or this was supposed to be for the entire table or whatever. And the person next to us, who's with our party, goes, why are you guys eating my cookies? No, we had no idea that she had ordered these cookies, for one, but for 2, she ordered them, and she ordered them for like a couple of them. It wasn't just for her, but why would the waiter literally come over? He put them in between the 2 of us at the end, the 2 guys that are sitting at the end of the table. All the rest of the people there are women, and puts them between us and says, here are cookies for you gentlemen, enjoy.
I mean, I guess he forgot who they were supposed to go to, obviously.
I mean, it was the weirdest thing in the world. So we ended up ordering more cookies to like make it right, to like so everybody could have like their cookies. But it was the weirdest thing. Like why would you deliver the cookies to us when we didn't even order them and make it seem like it was for us? Like, this is a special.
I mean, I think he obviously just screwed up. But that's really funny because of how you were confused because what had happened earlier with the other group. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, and it was so funny because it did, and that's what solidified it in my mind that those were for us. That's what they do here. It's because those two other guys.
But you've been there before too, so you kind of knew that's not what they do here.
But I've only eaten in there. Oh, there's another mending pick. I've only actually eaten in there once or twice before, and it's been a while. We've gotten takeout from there before, but the problem is we don't get to go there that often. It's a really popular place, and there's literally at one time you could probably seat 8, 16, like maybe 20, 22 people in the entire restaurant. So if it's a normal DC day, you're not, enjoying that because it's going to be like packed full, or you're going to be waiting like a couple hours. And now with the baby and all, we don't have time to wait for dinner. Well, at first when we got there, she told us it was going to be 25 minutes to seat all of us before we said, we'll split up, because of just that's how long it would have taken to get the seats together. And with the baby, we can't do that. Can't sit around a restaurant and wait 20, 25 minutes.
Why not?
He gets antsy. Well, and it's one of those places too, you can't make reservations, so you can't put your name on it and then like leave. You also can't go get a table. They will not seat you until everybody is there. Everybody in your party.
Yeah.
I think I broke this.
One side's messed up.
Yeah, I was gonna say something's not quite working right, but it's still pretty fast.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix it there.
Stuck.
Yeah, on that one side.
Well, it doesn't look like just one side.
Oh.
Oops. Well, it's okay. I'm almost got all the picks done that I needed to do. But yeah, that was my story of tonight. It was we stole somebody's cookies.
Did you explain it to her?
Yes, we did. And everyone was cracking up. Like, they thought it was like hilarious. Like, this person wasn't mad. She actually thought it was kind of funny. It's like people are close enough that work with it. She thought it was kind of funny that we would dare eat her cookies anyway. Like, even if we had just like said, "Hey, we're stealing your cookies," like she thought that was funny. So she wasn't mad at all. And then we ordered more so everybody could have some anyway. But we had a real good reason to have done it.
Were the cookies good?
No, they actually were not. And it had like, They were way too doughy, and it was like overcooked, so it was really, even though they're super hot, it was like just crumbled in your mouth, not like chewy and soft. And the chocolate to dough ratio was really sad. And then they had this, they did come with a little glass of milk, so it was for dipping, so that was kind of cool. But then they had this salted caramel on the plate next to it. That was like, we were both like, oh, awesome, salted caramel, and we both tried it, and we were like, that is very disappointing, salted caramel. So it was, and they were expensive. It turned out there were $7 a plate for these things that were literally like these three miniature cookies that, that's one of the reasons we also thought they were free. They were so small, like it wasn't, people don't buy that shit, right? Apparently they do. Did we talk about that? Have you ever been to a restaurant or a concept of the restaurant Black Rock?
Black Rock? No.
Yeah, so I went to one of these amazingly in the Flint area in Michigan. It's brand new, or relatively new, I think within the last year. Really awesome concept, and I'm surprised I haven't seen more of them, especially in really expensive areas like DC, because I think it would draw a huge crowd. I'm thinking about like shelling out some money and franchising one of those, because it would probably be a big money maker. But it's one of those ones where if you order any meat or seafood, it comes out to your table raw, and you have this little it's like a lava rock at your table that it's 755 degree lava rock that you cook it yourself.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I like those places. They're always cool.
Yeah.
It seems like a West Coast thing. Where'd you say it was at? Michigan?
It was in Michigan, yeah.
Huh.
I mean, to me, it seems like it's just a rich town thing. Like
a rich town thing?
Yeah.
Rich people like to cook their own food.
Oh, I should have brought some. I have 50 levels now. I should have brought some books or something over here. Oh, there are some.
You need to do some light reading?
Yeah, I need to do some light reading. That's it. Now I want to see if I can get some good enchants. Oh, there's books that don't have lava or lapis. Oh, I need to get some like enchants on like diamond pants and stuff.
Right.
Let's see if I can not pull a Guude. Yay!
What does that mean? Oh,
I jumped off of the
yeah, it's dangerous
and didn't die. No, I like different. When a restaurant has a slightly different concept that just sets it apart from, you know, other restaurants.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's always fun. Do something a little different. You ever check out the subreddit? I think I've asked you this before. But the subreddit's We Want Plates.
No.
It's a pretty good one. It's about places that serve you food on things that aren't plates that really make no damn sense. Like, it's not like this is a cool thing they've done. It's a why have you done this sort of thing.
No, so I will tell you, I don't know what example you're going to give, but just watching cooking shows, I freaking hate it when they have that stupid bowl that has that really high back end of it and it like tapers down. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
I'm trying to think what you're talking about.
Take a bowl, put a bowl in front of you, and then take the back half of the bowl and essentially make that a lot taller than the front half of the bowl. So you can't fit any more food in it. It just is for a look.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
Oh,
any more bowl like that.
I bet go to that We Have Plates or We Want Plates or whatever the hell that Reddit is. And you'll probably, or if I go to replace plates with bowls, and we'll find out, like, you know.
Like, here's a couple of examples. There was one where they had ordered hot wings, and they came on a little miniature clothesline.
A miniature clothesline?
Yeah, each hot wing was like pinned on with a bobby pin or whatever. That's clothesline pin.
I guess that's entertaining, but that's very
another one.
Strange.
Yeah, was I don't remember what the drink itself was. I think it was a Bloody Mary, but it was served in a fry basket, like for like deep frying, inside of like a plastic bag.
And that's okay. Yeah, that is. This is strange. I continue. I might have to check this out when I'm bored.
That's the two that just come to my mind. I can't think of any more. I could pull it up on my phone real quick and. I
mean, I always thought it was funny. Like, a lot of people put the like the French fries. I think it's a common British thing when you put French fries in like that cone.
Yeah,
and I never quite understood that. Like, what's the purpose of putting them in
I think
cone?
That's
but that's
to make
but
it
that's
street
not
food.
Crazy either.
Yeah, no, I think that's just to make it street food, honestly. Let me pull it up fast.
You're pulling up the
yeah. Cookie just followed me on Twitter.
Cookie Monster?
That's some weird. No, not Cookie Monster, just someone with the name Cookie. I don't know why I thought they did tell me that, but I just thought it was funny because you were just telling a story about your cookie.
I'm waiting to hear some of these really great inventions of plates.
Typing. I'm gonna switch it to top for all time. Yeah. Oh.
Trying to think if I've ever gone to a restaurant that served things in like really random.
The top from all time was bread served inside of roadkill. It's like, it looks like a fucking Daniel Boone hat. It's got a little piece of bread inside of it.
That is interesting.
Number 2 is fries and burgers served in a goblet. So like the fries are super soggy, he says, and then the burgers are on top of the fries. You can't even get to the fries.
I mean, that's just kind of, it seems like poor design.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, the number 3rd one is the Bloody Mary in a fry basket. And it's just I forgot it. It looks so dumb. It's just a little Ziploc bag instead of this fry basket.
What is this? Reddit?
Reddit.com/WeWantPlates. And then I resorted it. I know you Reddit's a fucking strange beast to you, but you can sort it by top and then change the next drop down to all time.
No, I'm a little bit better with Reddit these days. I've reddit.com/r/we want plates, right?
Yeah. My wife's cocktail was served in a hollow stone that had to be drunk through the hole without a straw. That was number 5.
Top. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure I don't. I see. We want sausage in a glass. I gotta see this one. Oh baby, hold on. I'm tempted. Even though we're recording, do I have a way to show this to the stream? I mean, my mind.
God, this one is not food, but they bring the bill out in an old-fashioned typewriter. They set the giant-ass typewriter down on your table with the bill in it.
That's kind of funny, though.
I mean, some of these aren't bad, but some of them are just awful. Like, what were they thinking?
Oh, there we go.
You go far to...
Look, the stream's got it.
Most interesting episode. Hey, you need to
look, everybody who's actually watching this on YouTube. You can't see shit.
Listen, I'm using my words to draw a picture for your mind.
How did you sort by top of all time? Oh wait, it moved the past 24 hours. There we go. To all time.
Yeah.
My bread served in a roadkill. That is, wow. That is. I'm
surprised the hot wings on the clothesline are one of the top ones. About like the 10th down
is just weird.
Yeah. There's a salad that's like in an upside down glass. Like, I don't know. It's just. Oh, there's another clothesline one. There's a ravioli on a clothesline that's right below that one I just talked about.
Oh, I'm just gonna search for clothesline.
Reddit searches are pretty awful.
Bacon on a clothesline. Deep fried dried cod on a clothesline. Canadian bacon on a clothesline. Coconut shrimp on a clothesline. Ravioli hung on a clothesline. Another bacon clothesline. Apparently bacon on a clothesline is pretty, tacos on a clothesline. I gotta see this one.
There's pizza on a snowboard.
Pizza on a snowboard. Yeah, some of these are just kind of, okay. Okay. Get back to my actual viewers here.
The actual digging.
The actual digging. The actual people who are here to see stuff. I'm gonna have to peruse that tomorrow. That'll be.
Yeah, it's a good subreddit. There's another one with nachos on a clothesline, and it's 6 nachos and 6 different dipping sauces. So it's like 1 dipping sauce for each nacho, and you only get 6 nachos.
I do hate when you go to those places and you order the loaded nachos, and it's not just a plate of shit on shit on shit, because that's what loaded nachos should be. But it's like individual, like you got 8 chips that they layered everything on top of perfectly. I always look at that and I'm like, what the hell did you just do to my nachos?
Yeah, it's basically bullshit.
Yeah, makes me very sad. I want loaded nachos just to be chips with throw every other thing you find in the kitchen that's Mexican on that, and I guess that makes good Mexican food. It's really lettuce and tomatoes and stuff are Mexican. They just are staples of Mexican cuisine. Well, they only have lettuce in Mexico.
Well, we're also out of time.
Wow, that was fast.
It was fast. Time flies when you're looking at Reddit.
All right, folks. We'll see you next time.
Bye.